As we all know, we saw the interactions between characters and also the monsters. But you have to remember that the creators did want us to see the link of animals and children that are defiled and see how we can look at it in the same way with the same eyes. So what does that mean? Well, both kids and animals are not always pure and can be defiled. When we are talking about defiled, we are talking about exposure to suffer the hardship, trauma, moral complexity due to such struggles. That's why we see in the that's what we see in the orphans in the game. But also animals can be defiled as well through cruelty, survival instincts, and the harsh realities of life, in which is similar to the children, the orphans. The kids can act just like animals when it comes to survival, struggles, and the trauma being inflicted on them. What does that say about the title Reanimal? Well, Reanimal is the return to an animal state, returning to the basic survival. Our characters in the game are Reanimal. They're now being forced to rely on instincts and survival, and being treated less than a human. Like, for an example, we saw girl and boy was being shot at by soldiers in the war in the last chapter of the game. For those that claim that the boys were in a cult because of the bunny connection, I don't think they were in a cult, and this is just my opinion, because to be honest, this game was telling us how their childhood innocence was corrupted and their pureness was taken away. And as we all know, bunnies are symbolism of purity and innocence, and about the way the sacrifice, the whole idea of that. We will get into that in another video. But each of the characters is tormented by their past lives, and the monsters that now haunts them, I don't think these monsters have specific animal types of what they closely resemble to. Well, I mean, they do resemble to particular animals, but it's much more than that. It has so many symbolism on the reflection of each character's past trauma. So, of course, we have characters boy, girl, hood, bandage, and bucket. They are all connected to the monsters, and I will explain each analysis I came up with.